Hi. Hi. What's up, guys? SubXO here. You already know what the fuck we're on about. You already know who's appearing in this goddamn video, like every other video. How you doing, JF Bunkin?
We are doing okay. I'm here. I'm excited for this episode. Um, and I'm happy to be here for friend.
Uh, is that what you call? Okay. Anyway. Anyway.
That's crazy.
What do you think about this matchup? For me, at least, I don't know. I just hope Bleach finally gets respect on this channel. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm
They,
not one of those like Death Battles bias because I fucking hate that line. But I really do think Bleach needs some love in terms of this series. Like they really need to scale it right.
they. I can't say that I'm a big Bleach fan or anything. I don't know like all the scaling or whatever, but I definitely feel like they kind of lowballed them in both previous episodes, and I think they definitely need like a win in it, or at least some proper representation if Ichigo somehow loses again, which he won't. But
I I like Yu Yu Hakusho. I like some clips I've seen where it's mostly of the beginning. I just think it's a really goofy series in terms of its comedy. I don't know too much of its
Mhm.
scaling besides like Planetary, which is like somewhere in the ballpark due to that 1 feet for. If we compare, actually, fun fact, if you compare all the past episodes of Bleach or Yu Yu Hakusho, which is only other one episode, but technically, Yu Yu Hakusho would outscale apparently. So
That's funny.
yeah, cause like they got like higher than Planetary, like not that high,
Mm.
but it's like that
It's the
versus like
kind of
semi-planetary that they gave like Aizen and like
yeah.
uh, Ichigo, and it's Ichigo. Honestly, at the time, I'm willing to give them more flack, because even though it was a weird way to scale him, I respect that. Like, I don't know, they gave him a base number to work with, and then like just like times it by each separate transformation that aren't even like connected. To
Yeah.
like somewhat like glaze kind of. But for Eisenbra, yo, that shit
I
is
don't know,
still
31%.
crazy to me. That shit is still crazy to me. Like, did you know the way he will win Madara is so he has the truth-seeking orbs, which destroys souls. Meanwhile, in Bleach, like, there's like weapons and shit that's like, yeah, it completely eradicates your literal like being, and like guys, they're slashing each other with like swords, but they're all like semi-ghosts anyway. So technically, they're already getting hit by stuff that hurts souls. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
That's kind of the whole point of their weapons and stuff.
Doesn't matter.
But
Who do you think will
yeah,
win?
no, I think it's gonna be an Ichigo win. I love Yu Yu Hakusho actually. I watched like 60 episodes of it. I really like Yusuke. He's a cool character.
Nice,
But
nice.
I don't really see a world where he wins unless there's like some crazy high interpretation feats that no one knows about in the community yet.
Yeah, I've seen some like crazy people be like, he could get star. I don't know if that's true or not. We're gonna see. All right,
Okay, even if he could get Star, you could get Ichigo to like Solar
universal.
System or even Universal if you really want to go crazy.
I don't
Not that I
personally
agree,
believe in
but
that. Yeah, but if you glaze both, you could, say that.
yeah.
Uh, so I guess we gonna see. Fucking unmute it.
I saw some people like complaining about that pseudo 3D art style. I like it. I think it looks nice.
Me too.
Spirit detective of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Also, Death Battle's back. First episode of the year.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
Death Battle. I miss these guys, man.
Tell me, Boomstick, what happens
They were gone for
when
like
we
1
die?
month.
Endless nothingness. Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
Our souls are ferried by
1.5.
gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and
Dude, I'm so scared. Are they gonna get it right?
and when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works great till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki, whose tragic anime backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number one why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out the only way he knew how, beating people up.
But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To
Dude.
carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds
It's
his
so
body for an
interesting to
invisible
see
one made of
how the big
spiritual
three, like,
matter called Reishi.
influenced,
He can
like,
wield
modern,
vast
like,
amounts of spiritual energy called Ryoku
animes.
and
Because
exert
I'm
it
just thinking, like,
offensively in the form
we
of
probably wouldn't have
spiritual
gotten
pressure
Jujutsu
called
Kaisen
Ryatsu.
or stuff like
Okay, that's a lot of big words.
like
but
power
all it
systems
really
like that
means is he's a
without,
superpowered
Yeah.
ghost
Or like
with an
bleach and
epic
whatnot.
sword. His
Yeah.
spirit aura is so strong, it can stun lock foes, crushing them under his own power, even fatally.
He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his skin for defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shunpo, he can virtually fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money, and hello to the town's new superhero, with fellow Ghostbusters Orihime, Chad, and Uryu. Plus Rukia.
Oh my god, those Fortnite
It's
guys!
the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new
I could
hole.
never imagine
While
Chad
balancing
losing.
responsibilities at school,
Yeah.
of course. GPA comes first, and maybe a round or two of tech.
But it wouldn't be possible without his Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a superpowered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost Sword.
Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double Ghost Sword gives Ichigo lots of new moves, including his trademark attack, the Sword Beam to end all Sword Beams. Getsuga Tensho!
Getsuga Tensho is incredibly powerful, and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to
Yo,
act
I'm
as
not
a
gonna
barrier,
lie.
and combine two
Out of the
at
big
once
three
into
as
the
well,
even
I
stronger
feel like Ichigo has the
Getsuga
coolest
Jujisho.
fucking names
To
for
cut
his
even
moves.
the biggest
that
Yeah.
he
down
yells.
to size. Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on, Uryu moved so fast that he left his own shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its
Time to
inner
learn
power,
how many
a 10
fucking
times boost
different
that takes most Shinigami
forms.
a decade to master. Bankai!
In Bankai, his speed skyrocketed,
Oh boy.
letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole frickin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite
how
only
big
being
is Soul
a teenager,
Society, I wonder?
He mastered swordsmanship well
Is that
enough
what
to
they're gonna
thrash experts
consider?
who had been training
That
for
takes a lot of
centuries.
skilling.
He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
Oh my god, hype moments
Yeah,
and aura
but
and
even
good
with that
story.
main character energy, Ichigo couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai and his theme song. Rude.
Ichigo needed to tap
I was about
into
to say, he
his
stopped the music, too.
unexplained hollow. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old Man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
Hollowification exceeds even Bankai, and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But with help from his secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions, until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushes space like a mini black hole.
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So by becoming Getsuga itself, Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack, Mugetsu, defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but now it was back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with the final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a hollow. Hence, his two Zanpakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within. With that came a new Shikai and two new Zanpakuto.
True Shikai!
No!
If you thought Ichigo was strong before, oh boy,
We're back.
he's the strongest Shinigami alive.
We're back
Or
from what? There's
dead.
been like a
Undead.
cut or something.
Yeah.
Stronger than Kanbachi, who could split the Dangai in half. Stronger than Senjumaru, who shook heaven and earth across the realms.
Are they gonna give him universal? I keep hearing like these like terms like realms and
And
like.
strong enough to match
Yeah.
Yuhabak, even after
They're not
he
being really
absorbed the
specific.
Soul King.
Juiced up with
They are
Soul
not.
King power, Yuhabak could nuke all three realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo, plus the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in.
Hello?
Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a shock
Yeah,
wave across
that's
all
they're
the
trying to give him
realms.
And
universal.
it's
I
not a
think.
matter of disrupting the flow of souls. Yuhabak was going to end everything through sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still wasn't done powering up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and merging his Getsuga Tencho with a mighty hollow attack, the Gran Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that rips through space itself.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yuhabak was scared of it.
Joke's on you! Ichigo didn't even need it! You're done!
Ichigo was finally content. And 10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
Hard as fuck.
That was alright.
Most teenagers have
Yo, I think Yusuke's like dead. They were not being specific with the way they were describing realms.
no idea what they want to do with their
Yeah.
life. However, that was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Throw hands! It don't matter who the ops are, be they women, old folk, or babies. You say
I love
live
that
to
clip
fight.
too.
It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why
I'll
it was
still
so
knock her
surprising
out.
when one day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child, bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Ah, Truck-kun claims another victim.
But this is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton in a hood who arrived to claim Yusuke's soul. It was a blue-haired anime girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with its pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally,
How
Yusuke
did you-
did what anyone would do in that situation, and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was
How much did you
never really
enjoy
good for
the first 60
anything, and no one
episodes
was gonna
around?
miss him. So what's the point of coming back
They
to
don't
life?
think that-
It's not like his mom would be sad,
I
or his
thought
childhood
definitely,
sweetheart
like,
Keiko would be
aged a bit.
heartbroken, or even his rival Koa
But-
Sorry, I was like, you were supposed to fight me. You were supposed to. I love that shit so much. Oh my god. But yeah, as you were saying.
Okay, let me say, that first episode is really amazing at like setting the tone and really making it feel like shit. Yeah, even though he was kind of an asshole, like even assholes deserve some respect, and for the most part deserve some respect and can bring something good to life. You know,
Yeah.
have like an impact on people's lives.
Do a good deed.
Yeah,
That's cute.
and what? It's a really good like tone setter for the show. The first couple episodes are about him, like basically going through like trials trying to get back to life. And after that, it becomes more of a more normal battle shonen, but the characters are really fun and entertaining to watch. So it's never like, God, bro, this is like from the 80s. It's like, no, this is a fun show. I'm enjoying myself.
All right.
Would
Very
shed
much like
manly
your head and
tears.
throw out the
Oh
brain.
man.
At the sight
Have
of
fun,
ones
yeah.
who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability. In his quest to beat the dog shit out of demon kind, Yusuke learned to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable, heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky. And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to smithereens.
My favorite shonen move ever, the Spirit Gun. At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The Spirit Gun is more versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a Spirit Shotgun, a mighty AoE blast, or a Spirit Punch, where he keeps the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the hell out of you. And the Spirit Wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
Yusuke may be a punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, throwing his shoes, using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart, and his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Kabano, who's said to have mastered all forms of martial combat.
But his best secret is how quickly he improves.
It's
All
also
it
really
takes
gonna be
is a
fun for
round of
fists
training or
versus,
someone threatening
like,
his friends,
giant sword.
And Yusuke's power will spike
Yeah.
to match stronger enemies, even if it means
Deku
literally
versus
burning
Asahu.
through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke forged bonds with new allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his old pal Kuwabara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons
Oh
and
my
crush
god.
their souls with
What the
sheer
fuck
aura.
is that?
But Yusuke needed to
Yeah,
survive
dude,
and
that's
protect
serious.
his
Oh
loved
my
ones.
god.
So he had no choice but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small
That is a
star.
body.
Thanks,
Oh.
Genkai.
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second. Small stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to send Toguro to the grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past,
Okay.
he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them to the point where he overloaded Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
Literally. Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his Bazoku mark, Yusuke can channel Raizen's spirit for a huge power boost and a massive thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new type of spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used
Yo.
by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by
The way they like
infusions.
animate
Unlike
him like
normal Reiki,
boxing the
it's
fuck.
used
Yeah,
to
like
induce
what
a
is that?
pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust, the feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same thing, but red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique
Survive hits
version
from
of the
Mukuro that
Mosoku
cut through
form
space.
separate from Raizen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens
Alright,
above
what's the number on
and
this?
decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself
Number.
to his
Okay.
absolute limits.
Where's my
But
numbers,
then,
William?
Yusuke lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections with others that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
Long has its return been foretold, but
What
now,
the fuck?
finally, it is reborn.
The original Death Battle shirt that once dominated.
Shut your ass up.
Holy shit. It's crazy to see it back though.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Wait, was he also in that game? Wait, did I
All
just...
right, the combatants
Oh,
are
Jesus
set,
Christ.
and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
Only one of them is Fortnite though.
That's true.
Alright. Pause it here, pause it here. Ichigo got this, right? Ichigo's gonna win.
Okay, even with the somewhat vague, like, oh, he was gonna, the, like, Demon King, for Yusuke was gonna kill all the people in the human realm, like, I feel like, I don't even think that's universal talk, I think that's genuinely just, oh, he's gonna destroy the planet, like, the humans are on, versus,
Yeah.
like, I don't even know how many realms they just named off for Ichigo, but did not specify, like, what the number slash,
At least
like...
3. Like 3.
Yeah, so Guendo Mundum, the human realm, and, whatchamacallit, the spirit realm, if I'm not mistaken.
The other one.
The other one. I don't know what the name is, except for Gore. But
But no, yeah, it's like
I think he's
even if
dead.
you want to take it at its lowest, for Ichigo, it's like 3 times planetary. For Yusuke, it's like a bit over 1 times.
Yeah, so if you want to take the word realm, I guess, as planetary, they did name off more, realms, I suppose, for different planets. So
Yeah.
it probably would calc out to be, like, more, especially for... I don't even know how his name is said. They said, like, Yubak. I thought Yuwak. I don't even know what it's pronounced anymore. But...
But what? So Ichigo probably got that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm rooting for Yusuke.
That's fine. I'm rooting and betting Ichigo. Like, dude, there's only a few series for Death Battle that they gotta fix their reputation for. This is one of them, okay?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to win. Like, I don't even care about that. Like, at least just, like, get your numbers right, or, like, in your interpretations, like, down.
What I'll say? What? I really hope we get kind of a more, not gory death, but more of a disrespectful death. I feel like
Yeah, these
every
two...
time they do
These
it's
two
always
aren't
like-
heartfelt.
no, not at least not like this, you know? Like, I don't know. I think about the ending of Deku versus Mal sometimes. It's like, what the hell was he talking about? You just killed a man. You can't just go around and be like,
See, they thought they were being like All Might versus Might guy, where, you know, they started out the fight being like, oh yeah, let's see what we can do. All right, let's do it. And then the respect afterwards. But that one, he just like ran the Dukes up. Like, what the fuck? Who are you?
anyways.
All right, let's see how they do it. Dude, so happy that it's a stripe fight, by the way.
I know, yeah.
What's wrong with this style, too? I feel like I like it.
That's hollow.
No doubt about it.
Whoa.
Spirit guide. Getsuga Tensho.
I really like the music. This is like the first, like, this actually sounds like.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, nice. Oh my god, not the. I like that they show he fights dirty. Oh. Oh, nice, actually.
Chump change. Reckless idiot!
Whoa.
What a baby! Little demon energy got you scared?
Man of very few words.
Yetsuga! Yujisho! Two at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
Ooh, already? Okay.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just hold me back!
Whoa. No.
Yeesh, rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner? Let's do it, like old times.
On! Kai!
Whoa.
Tensa! Kongetsu! Is that the best you can do? I can go even faster if you'd like. Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole! I'll kill you even if it kills me! I'm putting it all on the line! You
Oh my god.
better do the same! Screw that!
Nope, true Bankai. Let's do it. Oh my god. Nice, okay.
Nice.
I like that reference. Holy shit.
Give me a freaking break.
See you on the other side.
KO!
That was
You,
cool, man.
think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting
That was
with
pretty
their
cool.
abilities.
I like
Yusuke
that.
could see Ichigo no problem
For some
and
shots,
resist
it was
force
kind of
like
wonky with the
girls
3D
that are
style, but I
similar to
liked it.
Rayatsu.
Yeah.
So Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training.
And all those swords. He just had way more abilities to play with.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on, and obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed.
Oh, wow.
And Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed. But Yusuke's fought plenty of foes faster and more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kinda both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt.
I like
mixing
that they
cleverness
show
with
that he's a
exceptional hand-to-hand.
dirty fighter.
He's good enough to match Kabano,
Yeah.
who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages: power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion
Okay,
megatons
what do they
of
put on
TNT,
Bleach? I want to know.
which is
Say it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Similarly, mid-series
Please.
Ichigo could shake Quakemundo,
Universal now.
tear through hell, and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time, pretty close to Yhwach's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yhwach was also gonna destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions.
While the exact size of Bleach's realms is unclear, but likely larger than realms that Ryomi threatened, Ichigo still exceeds Yusuke even with the...
Excited.
Each
Okay.
containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds. Plus, Ichigo matched Yhwach in True Shikai,
Ooh, okay.
without his additional boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always.
So
with
while they're not actually going to specify what the numbers are, I suppose, they at least said that, like, oh, well, those realms had stars in
Death
them.
Battle, there's arguments either way, but the way we see it,
Half Hollow and True Bankai.
as always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way, but the way we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving Ichigo the final edge. Sorry,
Damn, he
things
stomped
got
him,
real
man.
messy, but
He did.
That's just how Ichi goes.
The winner is Ichigo Kurosaki.
I'm so happy.
Dude.
At least, I actually, you know what I respect the most? They're just like, hey, man, Bleach is so unspecified, we don't even know, but at the end of the day, even if you're, like, considerate with both and conservative with one, like, he's defeated more realms. So, you know, I respect the scaling in this one.
Yeah, I like that. Also, can we just point out, Ichigo would probably beat Naruto on a run back if they gave them a run back.
Yeah,
At least with these numbers.
yeah.
They would probably have to update Naruto numbers a bit, but still.
I would assume, I forget, they obviously have him consistently Moon, and then, like, a little bit planetary with, like, obviously, like, you know, Madara, and then also, the blah 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 is spirit energy, but yeah, with the interpretations of, like, how they're not gonna specify how big realms are, but like a couple of them have stars in them, so they're not gonna they're just gonna point to that. So
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Any guesses?
Oh,
This was
Honestly, I have no
anime.
clue.
I'm assuming maybe
I have
cartoon.
no clue. You know what? I'm gonna go Peter versus Homer.
It's time
Yeah, sure.
on Death Battle.
The fuck is this?
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh.
No! No! No!
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, I know what Devil Artist's last episode is. Well,
That's funny.
great episode. Loved it. I'm just happy I feel like they really got Bleach down. So I'm proud of them. Now they just have to fix their reputation with Invincible and Ben 10. Good luck. And hopefully not
Yeah.
destroy another Phantom by making this episode. Cause I don't even know what they're gonna do with this one. Your thoughts?
Dragon Ball fans are gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not really upset about it. Not at all. But I really wish we could have gotten another episode.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about it, I just don't know how they'll scale him, cause like, I don't know. Does this include forms like Cell Max too, or is that like too weird?
Nah, I think that would be separate.
that'd be separate.
Basically, the only way Cell could win is if they do like hero scaling, which people really don't like for a matchup,
Mm-hmm.
or if they go ahead and like lowball the fuck out of Metal, like some Phantom Metal shit. That's pretty much the only way Cell could win.
Is this just like Universal versus Universal with a little bit of a little bit of
Universal and some change.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Universal and some change versus like max Galaxy level.
Maybe they could glaze to Universal. Maybe. I don't know if they
Maybe.
would. Because
Even that.
even though Cell Max is like not normal, like it's not standard. I guess like due to normal Dragon Ball, like maybe you could like do with power levels, because I know power levels are like bullshit, but
Yeah. Even then, it's like universal to like low multiversal with like infinite speed arguments versus like solar system to like maybe galaxy level with filler stuff and like
Yeah, if they still
massive
consider the
faster light, but
they're
not like shockwave speeds.
they're obviously gonna give him the Chaos Emeralds, right? So
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
so I'm just thinking like, especially with the interpretations they did for Bowser vs Eggman, with what's Macaulay, what's his name, Chaos? I already forgot. Um,
Yeah.
they literally said like, oh, while that feat has more layers than just universal, like Bowser could still just
Mhm.
like hacks him out. Uh, like I don't mind this matchup. I hope Devil Artemis, which by the way, you're fucking lying to me if it's not him. Devil Artemis, I hope you fucking cook. Please have the most fun with this one.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Death Battle is back,
I
and
Shut up.
I see. I know it's gonna be a good episode. I know they're gonna cook hard, and I know it's gonna go really popular on Twitter and stuff for like a week. But at the same time, though, I'd really rather watch like Cell versus Dark Samus or like any other episode where Cell can have like really good
Banter or like back and forth maybe.
like banter and actual like abilities, and it's not just him getting like his ass washed the whole time. Don't get me wrong.
I get more
They'll
Metal
make good,
Sonic aura farming. That's all I want.
they'll have good choreography, and they'll have good animation moments, and they'll have good character writing moments and stuff. I don't know. I feel like just the concept of the matchup feels kind of just spite, you know?
I see. I see.
Not even not spite's not the right word. It feels just like
Well, spite
just
in the way of
I
like
know.
stat
Yeah,
like it's just like got a stat stop matchup that if you
yeah,
if you know the characters you kind of know.
yeah.
For now at least. Glad that Death Battle's back after like the shortest time frame ever in comparison to like what they used to have. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode and I'm glad they're back. Any final words?
Should have been Cell versus Zygarde. That's also a pretty cool matchup.
Fair enough.